Hey everybody, welcome to another Rolling with Hunter. I am your host, of course, Hunter Turner. It's Rolling with Hunter Midnight Edition, so it's technically Thursday already. Here's what's happening while you're asleep. I'm just kidding, I can't copy Tom Schmidt. So here we go. The bottom line is this: Tiger Woods today committed to play the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines on January the 26th. I think that's a great stop for him. You know, his back. We'll see how it holds up. I think it'll be a great test to actually see how his back holds up. The weather can get really chilly in that area in California, obviously, around that time. So we'll see how his back holds up. And this week we have the newly sponsored SBS Tournament of Champions at the Kapalua Golf Course in Hawaii. So that should be interesting. You got guys like Jordan Spieth, Jason Day, all the tour's best playing in a limited field event, which always makes that a lot more fun. And then you have, of course, the Florida Gators, who defeated Iowa this past Saturday. This past Monday. See, college football Saturday. Monday, they defeated Iowa, January the 2nd, 30-3. And I know all of my friends and family who watched the game, asked me my take. And my take is this: the defense was absolutely outstanding. I think Randy Shannon should be retained and be promoted to defensive coordinator full time. He's obviously going to be retained, but he needs that title. He deserves it. The players respect him. They love him. I feel like it can only get better from here. I was talking to Chris Rump, the defensive line coach, and he is just high energy. They all seem to love Coach Shannon. The entire defensive staff, I think, is doing really well. The question then becomes, what's the offensive staff going to do? Well, here's what I think is going to happen. This offseason, we need to recruit some depth. More depth on the offensive line. We have the skill players. We'll get more skill players. The big question is this: we have the number 18 recruiting class in the country. Georgia, of course, has number 2 behind Alabama currently. That's not good. Florida Gators shouldn't have the number 18 recruiting class in the country, in my opinion. We should be doing a heck of a lot better in that aspect. The question then becomes, why? And my take is this: universities and conferences, for example, like the SEC, it becomes so polluted, and by that I mean teams like Alabama, they attract all the talent. You have Clemson, the ACC, gaining a lot of traction, obviously. These schools are becoming more and more competitive. Now you have Lane Kiffin coming to FAU. You have Butch Davis coming to FIU. You have Charlie Strong at USF. I think it's Scott Frost at UCF. These guys know how to recruit, okay? This is just going to make it harder to get the top classes. Now, I hear what you say, like USF, FAU, FIU, they shouldn't even be able to compete with Florida, and I agree with that. But my question is, why? I want your opinion. What is the reason that we can't seem to get a better recruiting class? This is now McElwain's, second full-time class, where he came in and had, the full class of his guys. So what is the missing link there? Another thing is this: I think when you promote Randy Shannon to defensive coordinator, your recruiting then is going to skyrocket, because I think Randy Shannon is an absolutely incredible recruiter. I think they should use him more, especially in the Miami area. You look at the success he's had in Miami. That's where he needs to be. We need to pull those guys out of Miami. We need to compete for that. We need to win Florida. And right now we're not. Florida State, for example, they're winning Florida. It's becoming a point where they have 11 coaches off the field that focus solely on recruiting, and And as of my last tally, Florida had 6. And Alabama, for example, they have 17. And they have over 140 people on a support staff. That's just astronomical to me. It's all legal. So the question then becomes, how far do you go in the arms race? How much further do we want to go? How much is the university willing to commit? And I think if you saw Jim McElwain's press conference, you saw that after the Outback Bowl, he said, we'll see what the university puts in this offseason. We'll see where their commitments are. And I think what he meant was, what are they going to commit to us? And will we be getting in the arms race? You know, he wants to see the support, not only from the fan base, but from the administration themselves. It then becomes a matter of, will our new athletic director, Scott Strickland, back him up and give him the resources he needs? I think he will. I've met Scott for the first time on Saturday, and I really feel like he's got the Gators headed in the right direction. I think McElwain does. I think the administration is going to line up and support him. And I think Florida wants to win. It's just a matter of if we can shore up this recruiting class and get some more solid commits. Well, that should pretty much wrap it up. I've pretty much rambled on for long enough now. But thanks so much for watching Rolling with Hunter. And tune in tomorrow as I go into detail and check out my Facebook page, as I'll be live tweeting the SBS Tournament of Champions at Kapalua. And you'll hear my take if anything changes on the recruiting trail with Florida. I'll keep you guys updated. Until next week, I'm Hunter Turner. Thanks for watching.